Okay, is everything good? We good? Streamer being a good streamer? What does that mean? What's that supposed to fucking mean? Anyway, hi. We're doing Phoenix Wright. Because I just finished Shantae, and it's only been 3 hours. And for some reason, I do long streams now sometimes, so we're gonna do Phoenix Wright. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? Yeah, who could it possibly be? This is still fresh in my mind, by the way, weirdly enough, so, I remember what I'm doing. But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie? Detective Gumshoe. Are you doing all right? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger, and you! Yes? You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I've got multiple controllers on my desk. I'm trying to, like, throw them behind me. I think he's serious. Hey, detective! You're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. Fucking... Hold on. I've been drinking a shitload of water tonight, but it is not helping. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? We're on trial now, right? Like, we're going back now? I can't... Well, we're starting it? I guess we were doing... the investigation last time. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. It looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? Why would you say that? I can only wish. Why would you say that, Maya? Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Number 1. I'm keeping track. No, I said I'm keeping track. No, come on. There we go. Number 1. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ah, what's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was... You's talking to me? It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. It was the phony Phoenix. I see. Our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you. I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask, a man who really hates me. It is a man who hates me for some reason or another. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please, summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation? Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah. The guy who was on the initial investigation is tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe really's got everything under control. For everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe. Would you outline the basic facts of the case? To the court. Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens, Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. I thought potassium was good for you. I don't know about the cyanide part. Here is the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. And at the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. No. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef. And a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. I don't want to testify. I don't want to interrogate either of them. Testify. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Oh boy. Come, detective. Take up this hammer. And nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Let's have your testimony. Cross-examine, that's what we do. I'm a defense attorney, did you know? Did you know? When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case still seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate that, for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. That's what she said. And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey. Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said that there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Press on this point a little harder? Yes. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, Wright. I have here in my possession a ticket. Ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Wright, could anyone have overlooked the second person at the table? Why does he always have photographic evidence? Damn it. It certainly seems to show the victim's table is extremely... yeah, crime scene photo added. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece. What should I do? Might be important? I don't know. I'm scared to press, but I guess we'll find out if it's a good idea or not. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Is it number 2? Oh, wait, no, it doesn't count during testimony. Fuck. I forgot. Ha. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Wright? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. Keep pressing, I think. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, then you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This! Okay. Should I be grateful to this coffee, that this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's coffee cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. That's not a good thing, Gumshoe. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. What we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's, well, the stuff's lethal. Eat too much and your history. How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something's Gumshoe's got an abundance of. That's great, thanks. Thanks for establishing that. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. It looks like Miss Bird might have, well, had some kind of motive. some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. Objection! You know what my golden rule is, detective. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand, if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard about yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then it is possible. Is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? I think, yeah. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
Where'd he get that?
That's $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
What?
Uh-oh. Order! Huh. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up. That's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be. Blood? Can it? It's very bright. It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. For fuck's sake! The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket. Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Order! The court will accept these items into evidence. Oh, shit. There's something still bothering me, Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain! You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. Oh. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. I could do it. I could do that. I thought everyone knew what it was already. I didn't. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. If you drink ketchup, I could. I'm saying I would be able to. They have all been clearly established. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. And then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Scary old man. Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them, and seeds. Seeds. Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on that scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. You're a professional, Detective Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, Detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? He didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen, then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? Fuck, I'm yawning. Stop. I think I'm onto something here. But we figured out who he was pretty quick. Wait a sec. Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? This loser poorer than Mr. Krabs selling SpongeBob for 62 cents. Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. Glenelg. I haven't saved yet. It's been like 30 minutes. Let's ask about the prescription bag. What sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, aren't you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective? I'm gonna press on this again. It doesn't let me pick the other option. Okay. I guess that was the only one I could pick. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, you nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. You know, you fall asleep on the train, somebody puts a bottle of potassium cyanide in your pocket and then kills the person next to you. You know, we had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony. So, $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one that the restaurant owner took. He's gonna come up on the stand next, isn't he? Oh no, he won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it. It was just $1, Detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. That's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. That's so rude. I gotta say he's wrong, but it's rude. Our only hope is that they were so dumb that they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been. Okay, what do I got? Empty bag? Potassium cyanide? None of these are good for me. All of this is bad. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Why is it such a wide range? And why can't they narrow it down on the autopsy report if the crime was reported at 2:25? Why even give 2:30 p.m. as an option? That's weird, right? John's loan contract, that's the lunch special. Job listing, sports paper. I don't know what's going on with this still. Fucking picture of Mask to Mask on there for some reason. Magazine clipping. Reported at 2:25, poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Victim didn't have any identification on him. We figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison, and that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. He said the line? Wait, what line did I say? Sex alarm. Is that the line? I don't... Mask to mask. What? He said the thing, chat! That was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. When Maggie was searched, be the dumbest you've ever been, Gumshoe. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we found out who he was pretty quick. The victim got this from the doctor before going to Tribulations. The bag is empty. Okay, I had a feeling, didn't know for sure. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could be the lethal poison itself. Order. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Huh. That's all. Okay. What? Ready. Read for the court. The name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological? Otolaryngological. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? I'm not even keeping track anymore. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. Instead, you get one of these. You're more like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. Oh, that's just like me. He ruptured his eardrum? That's just like me, Chad. That's how I lost my hearing. I got into a fist fight in the back alley. Got into a brawl. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? Do more funny noises? Okay.
Hey, how do you get off?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. I don't think that's what topically means. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is. In very, very fine print. It seems Mr. Elg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Like, if it goes into an orifice, it's not, you know, topical, right? Like, it's going into an orifice.
What kind of pornographic content do you watch?
It goes inside the hole, right? It would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No. Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Streamer has an ear fetish. No, I just have soundboard things that I never have the opportunity to use. Like, what do I never even get to use this one anymore. Like, I never get to use that one. Maybe I should. I mean, I do have... My internet does kind of suck sometimes. But I don't stream on Wi-Fi anymore. Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. Elg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable. That's enough. Mr. Godot is the detective, the only witness the prosecution wishes to call. Mr. Godot? I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yay, good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for the recess. Wait, what? How many fucking cups of coffee has he had? It wasn't that many. Huh, that was close. Hold on, I need to chuzzle. I gotta chuzzy my wuzzy. Wow, why'd I say that out loud? I thought it in my mind, and I was like, I shouldn't say that out loud. And then I said it out loud anyway. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. I keep forgetting you exist. No, it's my line. I really think I really did die a little bit. It looks like we all nearly died in there. Can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. Well, I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. Felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. Hard. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Oh. Damn, poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. It's weird. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. It's the Setsuban, right? Setsuban. Court will reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, here to explain this, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation if you don't mind. Name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, mind you. I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Ha, listen, youngin'. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery in here? Kimono embroidery? It's what I do, or did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime. Like how she calls it a costume and not like a uniform or an outfit. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, huh? I see. You saw everything that happened, Gramps. Did I? Oh, yes. Yes, I saw it all. Then please tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Short, alright. Mr. Kudoshi is not a serving girl. Refer to her as a waitress. You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones, huh? Why is his nose like that? Dude, I don't know. All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me? Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. This dude's wild. Parading around like this when the judge is at least 80 years older than he is. The young man was... So you saw the victim, then? You saw Glenn Elg? I still can't get over his fucking, like, Dragon Ball Z Scouter. The fucking... I wanted to know if Gutsen Braun retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading. Ah, fuck it, I'm yawning again. The location in question. There are partitions between the tables. On the same side of the restaurant, right? So what if there are? If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? Ha! I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. And I saw what the serving girl put in the Javachino as well. I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. I mean, I know he drank the coffee black, but it literally could have been like anything. Did she really put that in the coffee? You doubt me, boy? She took out... Oh, God damn it. She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. God damn it. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar? In a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is. That's the one. Damn it. That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? The man took one sip of it and looked like he was in terrible pain and then collapsed. You wouldn't handle potassium cyanide like that? You could easily poison yourself? To be fair, if she was trying to kill someone, she's not, the smartest, maybe she was wearing gloves? Kinda doubt it. He took just one sip? You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8. In good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died. What the fuck are you... Congratulations. You have earned the title of battiest man to grace a courtroom. Hold on, I got a thrussie. Thrust it up! So, it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose it is possible. Oh yes, he was slumped over without so much as a twitch. Felt the Javachino... I felt the Javachino I just drank turn sour in my stomach. Oh yes, I know that feeling. And the waitress? I presume she is... That serving girl right there, in the defendant's chair. You said I remember her well, in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry. You can see all the way up her, you know. She's practically naked in that uniform! So the particular feature you recognize about the witness is her outfit. But anyone could wear such a uniform. An uniform? Is that a typo? Wait. But anyone could wear just such an uniform. Is that right? Even me. Typo. Give me a fucking... I want my money back. Atlas? They didn't even make this game. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. There are other things I recognize about her, too. He seems pretty sure of himself. Always press harder, unless the game tells me not to. But then do it anyway. Sure, you saw the waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would like you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose. God fucking damn it. Why, you do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. As if I wouldn't remember that. Objection. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right. I can even tell you the color of her ribbon in her hair. It was red. Was it? Orange-ish. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? Save again. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Objection! Huh. He's got you there, Gramps. Why was that an objection? People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add any details about identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Oh, I don't even need to press on this. But I am going to save, just in case I'm stupid. Anyway, no. No, that's just... Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Ha! That filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like, just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? I return from making beef bulgogi? I don't know what that is. With 2-year expired Korean barbecue sauce. Is that... What's in barbecue sauce that would make it, like, go not good? Besides, like, it's got sugar, right? Of course I haven't. Bulgogi. Bulgogi. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that, huh? Well, you half-witted clot. He called me a clot. What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. Bulgogging my balls. As you said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Witness? You can't just oops your way out of this? Huh. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Trite. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird? Exactly. And when that one waitwith put the poison into the cup of coffee, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger a customer wanted. He can't remember? Probably more like he's messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Old man uwu face. Tell us what you remember about the victim. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles, had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. The wireless, I remember that well. I too listened to the wireless. And then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we gonna handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Also, he's kind of an asshole sometimes. Another one of those pesky young types. A broken pair of spectacles. I already feel like I don't want to be like too quick on this, but that is not what I did not need to do that! No, that was an accident. My fucking, like, hand slipped. No, I meant to do this. Okay, that still isn't good. Alright. What else did he say? He had a newspaper in his right hand. A noisy brat kept rustling its pages. Young man was listening to the wireless. Was he? What does that even mean? He doesn't have headphones in. Serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. A little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. No, I don't need a hint! Spectacles? Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. I don't think his eyesight is very good. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some, and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp and quick. I guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. Okay, so we're not gonna do it now. But what if I do it? What if it's one of those, right? But what if, no? Yeah, when does it come up, then? Fine, I'll keep pressing. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? The young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Brawn retained his championship title. It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? What are you looking at? Oh, I wasn't even looking at the screen there. What the fuck did he just say? What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you judge me? I'm glad predictive text knows what I'm trying to type now. You open the chat. Automatically goes to need a hint. The wireless? The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece. It's selfish. That's what it is. This fucking guy. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you judge me? The Java Chino. You mean the waitress, who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go. Isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from behind? My eyes don't lie! I better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. His free hand. Yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? Alright, I know where this is going. Huh. If his free hand wasn't his right hand, it keeps auto-advancing. Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake. Not the glasses, but... this. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. I know! There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. If I've got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make it his left. What is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see. The victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? The young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh, yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hot bot in you, you spiky-haired yahoo, who are at fault. Me? Bot? Thank you. Old man, we've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man! Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot? Why do the prosecutors have so much power in this courtroom? But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. How is it? No, it's not. What are you talking about? Is it? Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Wait, what do you mean? There's no way he's already at 16. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. The medicine? Does it have to do... And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. He left... His left hand. Wait, what? We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in this victim's line of work. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. When was CD invented? 1970s. Newfangled? God damn, dude, 68 ain't that old. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts. In good old black and white. As a Linux user, aka programmer yourself, when are you getting yours? I'm not joking. I kind of wanted Google Glass back in the day, though. I'm not gonna lie. Born in 1940, he would have been... Yeah, so he would have been in his fucking 30s when the CD was a thing. It's not old. Like, the boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. So the victim was wearing an HMD. HD, TV, CD, DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them, actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question. I could see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. Kept fiddling with it all the time. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of, like, wearable electronics on... I don't know. I want, like, contact lens, like VR headsets, but, like, in my I want to walk up to somebody and be like, Google, show me this guy's but it seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Elg. He was getting on my nerves. Rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from just one sip of Javachino. How dare he? I just wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. I don't necessarily want Google glasses, at least not anymore. I don't know. I thought it was a neat idea. I want to be the guy, you know? I want to be the hacker man goggles. Give me my power glove. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. Could have choked. What about bone resonance headbands to replace earbuds? Don't those already exist? They're not like... It's like headphones that you don't put over your ears, but like behind them, I think. But I think they suck. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up his cup, too. The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with? You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket? Or fastens your left cuff with your right hand? Like cuff as in like on your wrist? I mean, yeah, you would have to. And when the tour guide says on your right side, you'll see the famous blah blah. You're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, are you? No, I didn't mean. Obviously the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in. This is still probably better than the whip, right? Admit it, left-handed streamer using right-handed keyboard configurations. What the fuck is a right-handed keyboard configuration? Hey, Percy Williams, what's up? So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess. Then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try and play on me. It looks like he really did see the guy picking his cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy is telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right. Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. Left eardrum was ruptured. Wow, I'm glad I checked that. I was gonna miss that. I'm gonna save anyway because I'm scared. Anyway. Wow, I just like accidentally found the correct thing immediately. I'm on a roll tonight, baby. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Huh? Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! This is a good witness. Order! The witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. Screamer, did you put earbuds in your deaf ear when you lost hearing for a couple of days? No. I don't wear earbuds. I mean, when I had the headphones on, I did, but that's just because that's like... You kind of have to. It's what they're designed to do. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions. It was really weird, because, like, when I couldn't hear out of my right ear, it was, like, also affecting the hearing in my left ear, too, for some reason. The best way I can, like, describe it is it felt like there was a pressure on the right side of my head, and it kind of made the hearing worse on, like, the left side, too, for some reason. It might have been psychological. I don't know. The victim died immediately after taking just one sip of coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. I think it isn't. The fact still stands. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elg drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! The trial isn't over yet. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible, and the results are clear. It makes sense. It's like the auditory version of depth perception. Vince McMahon is my mortal enemy. What? The testimony given by this witness is useless. Sorry, why are we talking about Vince McMahon? I like how his visor emotes sometimes. It, like, bends. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not delivering with the court. Or the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from there. And I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. The court is adjourned. Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark! Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. Well, I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javicino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet! Munch quicker. I can't believe this is happening. You better get ready, youngster. I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. I knew you were a fucking nerd, Phoenix. Yeah, I know what Vince McMahon has done. I get that. I just, like, why are we bringing him up? He's a little, controversial, if you know what I mean. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javicino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. The what? He knocked it right over. There's a vase? It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, No. Maybe, is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again! You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man? No, I'm not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling that there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of. When are we getting Phoenix Wright, Harvey Birdman? Or Harvey Birdman, Ace Attorney. Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Okay. Fine. Why? I want to stress that this might be nothing. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. Noisy brat! I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't beat me with this testimony. And he auto-advanced the dialogue. He's chucking those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. Come on, Nick. Nail him. Okay. The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo. I know that. I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense, huh? The suspense? Yeah, now what do you think? Should I work at the audience a bit more? No, continue. As quickly as possible. Alright, now where was I? Ah, yes, the young boy slumped over the table and... Right, okay. A vase, you say? Yes, there are vases on all the tables in that place. They're accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over. Are they really? Alright, so, there's an issue. It's not knocked over. Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them, too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase. Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define... Okay, I get it. I heard it break. The sight of it burned into my memory as clear as day. Ugh. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. I'm just not even gonna fucking... I'm just gonna present. Yeah, Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. Huh. So what? This guy's just making... either he's making shit up or the entire crime scene has been doctored, which is probably actually what happened. Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes, go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Well, you see... Startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. What was the point of any of this? Don't look at me like that, you fucker! What? This is your witness. This sucks! Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I, been of any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me! Oh, I feel kind of bad for him. He just wants, like... I guess, attention and to be helpful? What the fuck was this trial? Well, it seems to have been considerably sidetracked. And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! Therefore, I require both the defense and prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from? He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Godot's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. It's more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. The court is adjourned. What, you don't want one, Judge? Come on, come on! Mariah Carey dropped a single recently. Oh shit, just in time for Christmas, dude. Finally, I can stream Metal Gear again. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? What was the point? I don't know. How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Or you could play Yakuza 4, the Christmas one. Wasn't Yakuza 1 the Christmas one? No, Yakuza 0 was... Don't they all happen during fucking Christmas? We'll watch Die Hard. Plus, we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing his earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Looked like it was in the left ear, though. You can even see it in that art. Unless that's just, like, weird shading. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictinitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah, we've got to find one for Maggie or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. Brainstorming? You go first. I guess we should try and put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I need the key to the case. I think the key to this case has got to be Tribulations. Oh, okay. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing, too. I should probably put a cooldown on that, shouldn't I? So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering if... God, what did it say? The fucking controller skipped. I have no idea. I almost forgot about that guy. What are we talking about? Oh, him, yeah. I had to beat you so hard, I feel like you was smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright? Oh god, it still hurts. 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. He should sound like a shitty wrestler. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Should have spammed motto when Risky was on screen. Thank you, Matt Bozon. You did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonione. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story, anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Literally the only thing that's the same is the hair. It's the only fucking thing. I really don't want to go back to the restaurant. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah. Everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officers for the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down the station's server? Chief, quit playing on the internet. But my email pen pal, 1337 Ans Princes. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. Oh, lead Ans Princes. Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. This must be the chief of detectives. He looks lost in that now that the power's been cut to his computer. I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. Dear Leet Ans Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. You'd probably do a better job. Hey, that's the police mascot. So cute. It's Blue Badger. We already read this. Yeah, we already read that. Detention center. I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Alright. I really don't want to go back to Trapian chat. I don't want to go in here. I don't want to. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on. Hey, that sounds like... Oh, I thought it was... Oh, thank God. I mean, no, just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is. And he's having the Twin Tea set. What can I say? Alright. Yeah. Okay, what? This is a nightmare! How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? Yeah, I think she hates you. I kind of feel bad for you. You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it? Sorry. There weren't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would he have preferred crumbly? Like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. How much has Streamer spent on gambling lottery tickets? 0. Do TF2 loot boxes count? Did Maggie say anything to you about me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Gumshoe, let's calm down, okay? That's a 401k investment? Something like that. Oh. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. We're just gonna move past that? Okay. So, did you like the Twin Tea set? I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it. I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. I just realized. It's bad, that's it. Oh man. It tasted bad. Is the Twin Tea set just a singular fucking crawfish? I think it's a lobster. Why is it called the Twin T? What is the T and what is twin? Like, I get that it's two separate things. It's the head of a lobster for some reason, which I don't think is the part that people want to eat. The part of lobster that people normally eat is like the tail and the claws, right? That's maybe the legs. I don't eat fucking seafood. I don't know what the other thing is, though. What is that? I guess there's other stuff around it. There's like two other... Anyway, it's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid $20 for it, you know? The head is used for stocks, usually, because all the organs are in the upper part, right? The thorax. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Yeah, and in the tail, all you gotta do is pull out the shit vein, I think. Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glen Elg came here. Maybe he heard about the Super Fierce Twin T set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Elg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? So, were you all excited about earlier? What were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It's just the, daily exercise show. Really? You? Oh, you fucker. A Cyclock? This lunch's special lobster sure is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? I don't think Gumshoe's okay, man. Are you alright? Alright, Detective Gumshoe. Tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... Well, that was easy. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought I'd try to win big just like Glen Elg dig. Dig? It's like you can see right through me. Okay. Why was that even a Cyclock? I cracked him already? See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. Okay. Cool. Yeah. God, I'm so smart. What the... I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elg, see? They got the special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. Sorry, I'm yawning. Question, if somebody else already won, why would you buy the same ticket as them? Wouldn't that make it, like, less likely that you would win, even? Or, they even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I want to see a Yakuza game, but I want Gumshoe to be the playable character, or, like, a side character. Bring Gumshoe into Yakuza. I bet that's what Mr. Elg was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? I remember Bridge to Turnabout being good. Is that... What case is it? What case is that? I don't know what case is that. Bridge to Turnabout? Oh, we're not at that one yet. Yeah, no, we're not at that one. That's later. I think that's in this game, though. Okay, yeah, what time is it now? It's, just after 1:30. Yakuza, but pro tags are cops? Well, but there's cop characters in Yakuza. Gumshoe would fit right in, are you kidding me? He's got, like, almost the same build as Kiryu, I think, except maybe less buff. Big, like, trench coat. And, like, I want to see him fight alongside me, and then Kiryu does the tiger drop, and then everybody cheers, and then Gumshoe goes, "What was that?" And then the lottery results are always broadcast at the same time. Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio. That sounds cool. I only am saying this because I was reminded of the fucking, like, lottery numbers on the radio in Yakuza. I want to try it, Nick. Gumshoe doesn't have as much boy failure energy as Kiryu. Are you sure about that? He's just downtrodden? Gumshoe's pretty boy failure, I feel like. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. She has money? Don't do it. Please don't do this to me. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about her. I'll be back next month. Oh, natural. I will be waiting for you. The fuck is she, a loan shark? If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. Oh my god, she's a loan shark! No! I have everything ready, I promise! I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. Oh my god, she's insane. No, stop it, I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. No! This is not necessary. You trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh, no. You have not to worry. You know, you worried far too much. Maybe this will help you, Rax. It's oil of sandalwood. I don't know what that means. I do love raw meat from time to time. What the fuck is that? Wait. Arsonist Yandere Enforcement Loan Shark. Give me a sorry, 1 second. Sorry. I had to blow my nose. I'm just head over heels for her, man. What the fuck? What the fuck is this character? Aye! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. What the fuck? Oh god, my eyes are itching. Fuck. I like the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. The ooh. That feels good. What the fuck is this game, dude? Oh la la, excuse-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Your ass? If you have trouble with your ass, you need this, the oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? I feel like I'm gonna vomit. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you're right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. Yeah? But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is le problem. People do not understand it. They think it's a tray. Wait, what? I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. Finale? I don't fucking know. No one will take it from me. Okay. So, who the fuck was that? Ooh la la! You saw that? Yeah, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? That's not a normal sentence, Maya. Yeah, we just saw this. Naturalmente! Yeah, why? Now that I think about it. Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Now let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. Sorry, what am I showing him? This? I have to present. Not that. He's 39. If only I was taking the right lottery ticket. I would not have any debts right now. I would be free. Look on the bright side, Mr. Armstrong. You want $1, right? A lack of remorse for having stolen something priceless. Alright, that's not what we're talking about. Why the hell does he have the same Valley Girl wiggle that Eenie Meenie does? I don't want to think about that. About this. Fairly... that's not a real word. My... Je ne comprehend. Nick, don't just make something up. I don't understand what he said about this. What does that mean, Chad? I don't speak French. Google Translate. My de est se. But what is this? But what is it, is what he's saying. Okay. What is that, this? Right, it is true. My vases are broken all the time. I bought a new one this day after the incident. But they wouldn't let me put it on the table because of law investigation. That's cool. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with 7 broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Ooh, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? My beast. If I did not, I owe them the money I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with the salad garnish. I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm gonna guess that woman had something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. Did I... The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la dead. It is a sign of la bad world we live in, He said they wouldn't let him put the vase on the table, so... Wouldn't that mean that the vase on the victim's table did break? But it didn't break, though, because it's not broken, right? So... But No, I'd say it's more of a sign of bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from a loan office. Shit. Is that how you become a loan shark? You just be a fucking psychopath? Loan office. I guess that's, yeah. Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oh, Tender Lender is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So Tender Lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. Public relations for the Tojo clan. I'm a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I'm like a slave. I have to do everything that it tells me. Who is he? La Tiger. The tiger? Uy. He is the manager of the Tender Lender. A terrifying man. La big city mobster. It's not even fucking French anymore. I don't know. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as... I can't fucking do this, man. There's gonna be a fucking testimony with this guy. As soon as I hear the noise of the battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is a presence. A most formidable personality. Although, does have a spiky hair just like you. Oh, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tender Lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Do not make me talk to this guy anymore. Holy shit. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh no. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of birdseed. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? The birds. Hey, look! Pigeons! I want to pick one up and put it in my pocket. Yeah. Like, add to inventory, and heaps of them, too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? I think we read this dialogue. No, maybe 2. Maybe I'll take, like, 5 of them. I'll come up with, like, some cargo shorts, or pants. No, yeah, the pants will have more pockets. I'll come up with, like, cargo pants and, like, put one in each pocket. Maybe 2. I'm gonna take all the pigeons home. What is this shit? What the fuck is going on here? Speaking of Yakuza characters, Look at that fucking suit in the back. This place really gives off a strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes her soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, it's her. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. Yeah, she freaks me out. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, let's take a look around, okay? I think that's illegal, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Do you think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee. I'll leave it here for you to enjoy, quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? Oh, we're not doing that. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. Figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's called a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know. She calls it fucking reversey instead of Othello. Nerd. Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. Yeah, that's why I clicked on it. What is it? A repair bill? Why does my ear itch so much? Fucking stop. Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. The car is registered to the Cadavernis? Cadavernis. So it's not even the tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Maya, shut up and throw the ashtray at you. It looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Wow, he's even got a little lawyer's badge on it. The same color as my suit. Keep your voice down. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise... Sure! Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand? I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? On the lapel of the suit. It's made of cardboard! That's an attorney's badge. It's the tiger a lawyer? No, wait, look at this thing. It's made of paper. I'm a lawyer too, you know. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. It's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once, Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh, hey. There's a book of matches here, too. Matches, huh? Don't give those out much nowadays. Wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Mari ate a Pokemon card? Which one? The pilot lights for the office boiler keep going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. What card did she eat? Said it tasted way better than the pack smells. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with. It's way too heavy to be practical. Just an element card? I'm disappointed in her. She had to full send it and eat the whole pack. Why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really, really hope she's pulling my chin on this one. Your chin? What is with this man in hot pink? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud. It's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. Okay, don't drink the coffee. That coffee was laced with something, I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, maybe that's just the burger I ate for breakfast. You know, Maya, sometimes I try to defend you. Fuck, I want a burger now. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Uh-oh. Oh, I know, I had a better one for this. Come out from under the desk, Maya! Is he more red than before, or am I losing my mind? What are you two snooping around my office for? Nothing. We were just... My precious carpet. You's got ash on my rug. You gonna wish you ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like... You just wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think yous can take me on? I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs. Oh. Don Tigre, you're back. That voice, it's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... Has she got a death wish or what? Uh-oh. Right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's none. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? What a power couple, huh? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. She's the real brains behind this, isn't she? Whoa, Phoenix Wright! Yes? You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard. But now you just gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things. Screaming. Maya's also screaming. No questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it either. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? We're gonna talk to her now? Great, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest. And an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game, for starters. Sorry, is Maya like a master at poker or something? Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from this place? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. So, Nick has some real Charlie after the gym energy. Oh yeah, I bet I could take it, but like my arm, you know, like I messed it up from the gym, man. It's like my arm though, right, man? Like, so let's just say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? Also, we're getting Smiling Friends like seasons like 4 and 5 now? I'm fucking like, I'm stoked, bro. We give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. Is it laced with fentanyl? So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? Guy Fieri? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zin Eop's got a real name? Nick, hurry up and find out more about him. Okay. Am I supposed to present things to you? That sounds like a terrible idea. About this. More coffee, you must have some. The fucking, like, side view with her eye being opened but looking like it's still, like, closed is so fucking, like, eerie. I don't like that. I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything except Don Tigre. Alright. Well, let's, Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre. Yeah, no, we're getting seasons 3, 4, and 5 of Smiling Friends, which that's a hell of a thing to confirm. But I'm okay with that. Cookie. Sure. There's a lot of shows that are like, I don't know. There's a lot of good shows right now. You know, you just know what I'm saying. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Don't eat those. The honor's all yours, Nick. Go ahead. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger? Saved you? Please, address him properly as Don Tigre, otherwise I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course, I'm sorry. He saved your life? I'd sure like to know how that happened. Yeah, I don't think they're yeah, no, I don't, no, don't eat those cookies. More coffee. Why does my ear itch so goddamn much? It's the cookies, man. What would I show her that's relevant? Oh. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died once. Okay, so she has severe brain damage. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? Also, what is this song? Weird and sad. So, what's with the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before you said you had died once. I appreciate the blood-stained energy on this track. I don't know why, but it reminds me of the main theme from Crystallis. Probably because I was recently playing through Crystallis, because I like that game a lot. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here. And before you ask me to stream it, I already did that, but we've got to find out the truth. Okay, I'm gonna save because I really don't fucking feel like banging my head against a wall right now, and I probably can just do this, so... The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. Restream New Game Plus? Well, you know, I could play through Crystallis again. The reason I was playing through it was to, I was testing out my Analog Pocket on my projection screen to see what the input delay was like. And I got bored, and I started fucking around with the Game Boy Color version of it to, like, see what the difference was between that and the NES version. I think the NES version is better. But the Game Boy Color version is kind of translated better, I feel like. You also said you suffered from a fatal injury to the head, am I correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Well? Donuts? Huh? I baked them myself. Homemade donuts. Replaying Crystallis but not Everhood? I didn't play that much of it. Also, I gotta be honest with you, ever since, like... Maybe I need to hold on. Like, I go to Everhood 2 on Steam. People don't seem to like this game, which is wild to me. What's wrong with it? You scroll down, it's nothing but bad reviews. Love the original, hated this one. Terribly written characters, sucked. Everhood 2 isn't good. It just took the wind out of my sails, man. Everhood 2 is a disservice to the first game. I don't know. The motivation isn't there. There's other games I gotta get back to, though. Tumultuous life is that. Have one. I gotta have this girl's donuts chat. What's inside? Jam and... I'm sorry, but I didn't quite catch that. She puts razor blades inside the donuts. It's a true Higurashi moment. I'll pass. What happened to this woman for her to have such a huge bandage around her head? I got an achievement for that. Like Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I did everything I wanted to in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, okay? 5-hour stream, 5.5-hour long stream. What caused the fucking injury on her head? If it wasn't the scooter. I don't know. Maybe I don't have what I need. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, I don't think I can do this right now. Have you checked out any of the music I recommended before? Maybe. I don't remember. I don't know. Chat, I don't get a lot of free time these days, chat. It's almost like you can't do this yet, but that couldn't be it, could it? No. There he is! Old Seedy's back, feeding the pigeons again. Take this, and get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Those poor birds. Come on, Maya, keep your head down. Let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man! What are you doing? Huh? He just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon. Do you peel the seeds off your strawberries? That's that's psychopath behavior. Don't do that. Look, we really need to talk to you, all right? Out with the demons. In with good fortune. Seeds! Show splinters! Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Get it? Because they throw it says Setsuban, it's what they throw the seeds in. I'm sorry, but what happened in court earlier today? Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw the waitress put it in. You know... It really doesn't look like her hair, does it? We hear you. And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece. Layabout? On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase, so what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-eared brat. Take this! You said you were a craftsman, right? They'd be right. About the seeds? Why? Chat, do you extract seeds from each individual node in a raspberry when you eat them? They're nothing. It's part of the experience. What are you talking about? You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up to that dribbling old judge's nose. Do you eat pomegranate, rind and all? No. I don't eat pomegranate that often at all, to be honest with you. It's kind of a pain in the ass to eat. It's like pineapple. I love pineapple, but I never fucking eat it. And scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Also, I think you can eat pomegranate seeds. So, did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. What about dragon fruit? We can't pull all the seeds out of dragon fruit. Also, I don't eat that very often either. Should eat the skin. Eat the kiwi skin, chat. You eat kiwis with the skin on. I've never done it, but you should do it. I got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. You know, suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then. Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Are you finished with those errands? Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Do you shave the kiwi when they're extra hairy? I usually do the simple cut the kiwi in half and eat it with a spoon type deal. Whatever is the easiest. Fruit should not be inconvenient, and that's why I don't eat oranges very often, even though they are delicious. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well, and this is why bananas are a superior fruit. Like, you want to talk about convenience? Banana. You fucking can't. You just open it and eat it. It's good. Buy some bread now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up. By the restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. These fucking witnesses, man. What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over on the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse-moi, you gotta call the police. Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for about 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened. Yes, sir. The owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. Do you eat papaya seeds? I don't think... No. I don't think I've ever prepared a papaya for myself. The victim was dead and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that woman, I mean that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead. We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. No, not here, damn it. Where's the kitchen at the bottom? Looks like Mr. Armstrong is out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. What's that? Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature. Okay, we already saw this. Printemps. The two of them like actors from a film. The coffee is still undrunk. Sweet nothing's over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea and I know what I will do. I must lie to you, I must. Huh? That's it? Yeah, we read this before. Alright, I thought it was like some rare find. It's not. Fuck. Oh, shit. I am getting tired. It's almost 4 a.m. Where the hell is anyone? I don't even think I've ever seen a papaya for sale anywhere near me. Maybe I just don't know what they look like. I mean, I've eaten it. Guava, too, but... never prepared it myself. The fuck? I'm gonna go talk to Gumshoe and show him random pieces of evidence. He's not allowed to discuss anything connected to the case. That's really cool. Alright. God, I'm actually getting really fucking tired. Shit. Ugh. I want to finish this before I, like, stop, though. Not good. Alright. Where? Hello. Excuse me, I don't have anything new. So that's a problem. Possibly part of the staff at Tenderlender. A thoroughly bitter person with severe brain damage. I don't think I have what I... And I really don't want to leave off here. Where the fuck is that asshole? Do I need to look around here? No, I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Nick, this container is oyster sauce. You're missing a character. Maybe the precinct? That's a good idea. These are detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. They're a lot tidier than I'd expect. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. Sorry, I'm trying to not, like, yawn. Poster of a female police officer. That's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. Yeah, there's nothing here. Huh? I feel like I need to show someone something. Let me, hold on, wait. No? Not happening? Alright. Not happening. Okay. Every time the controller has to violently vibrate. What about this fucking scooter thing? I'm on the wrong menu? Okay, alright. They're very, very good. Hey, did you get that job yet, bro? Oh, we already checked this. Yeah. I used to love sandboxes like you would not believe. Usually the game doesn't make you, like, explore a bunch of shit on the second day. And it's all repeat dialogue, too. Detention center? This guard monitors the visitor's room. There's nothing for him to do right now, so he's catching some vertical Z's. I'm missing something, obviously. I don't know. There's gotta be something I haven't shown to Gumshoe here. Repair bill. What do you think about this? Nothing. Oh, that's because everyone wants money. I forgot to show this to him, I guess. Even though I got it from him. They say the victim, Glenn Elg, was really into gambling. Yep, you can't beat gambling. I love it, too. I knew she was into poker. I won $500 last night playing cards with Nick. Huh? We were playing for money? Of course. You better pay up. You're a smart one, waiting for a cop to be present before asking for the cash. Okay, that doesn't give me anything. We never did find the contents of that bag. It was medicine for Mr. Elg's ruptured eardrum, right? Yeah. Wouldn't it be like drops or something? Not a cream. We found traces of it on his left ear canal. So his left eardrum was definitely fucked up. He must have used it while he was at Tribulations. We're sure of that much. Poker is easy to win. How did you lose $500? Is it easy? I don't... That apron Maggie was wearing. Yeah, it still smells like her, too. That's... Oh, man. Does it mean Maggie smells like ketchup? Damn, Gumshoe's got himself one hell of a... one-way ticket to happiness, huh? Glenn Elk died because of this ticket. Yeah, but it's still a one-way ticket to happiness, pal. And Maggie was found guilty of murder because of it, too. it looks like anything about Maggie is an instant conversation stopper. Yeah, he's got a real soft spot for her. It obviously hurts when you hit it. You know what that chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of toxins. Yeah, we already read this. Mr. Godot agreed to take this case just so he could face you, pal. We already read this too. Wait, no, I didn't see that dialogue. He's working on a bunch of more important cases, but he canceled them all. Why didn't Mr. Godot take this case? When Maggie's trial first came up. I didn't mean to skip that. Why didn't he try to fight me then? Well, according to Mr. Godot, he knew the guy was a phony right away, so he didn't want to bother with the trial. He couldn't be bothered to tell the judge? What am I missing here? It's gotta be something with him, I feel like. I love that loud snapping, like explosion sound in my ear. It's really cool. He doesn't even want to talk about that. He hates me. What is he saying? You let me get 1,000,000 of grumbles off my chest and I'll take, oh. You got an earthquake of frustration inside and it's ready to rumble. 1,000,000 grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal for me. I already talked to you about everything. Have you been to Blue Screens, Inc.? No? It hasn't let me go there, I don't think. I don't have anything to do with her, unfortunately, I feel like. One of the cases of all time. What have I not done yet? Huh. I'd let him talk about, like, literally everything. Let me run through them again, just in case another option comes up. Okay, what if I cut in here? Does something different happen? Actually, we've got places to go and things to check and stuff. Maybe another time. Fine, whatever. Just don't forget, I've got tsunamis worth of grumbling to do. Yes, this girl is right here. She's really looking forward to hearing all of it, honest. I never said that. Come to the place where I work, then. Here. Bring this along with you. What is this? It's covered in seeds. A discount coupon for a burger? He really wants someone to grumble at, huh? Although it is a burger joint. Did I just get the ability to go to a new area because of that? Show Gumshoe his profile. Glenn's profile? I feel like I did this already, but not like today, just earlier. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg works yet? Alright, that's what I had to do. Excuse me. You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens, Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. Nick, this could be fun. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine! I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's right around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens, Inc. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. Got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment. She's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. There's always the one random thing that I just haven't thought of doing yet.
Hey.
Yeah? You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kinda got a favor to ask. A big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping you'd give this to her for me. These wieners? What is it? It's a lunchbox. Got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth that could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. Yeah. You'll give it to her? It took me ages to make. It's, How? Please say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? How long does it take to make pre-made weenies and rice? I don't... Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. I feel bad for Gumshoe. He's finally gone. This dork got up early to pack rice cooker rice and 12 pan-fried weenies. Look, I don't... He cares, okay? Is she here yet? Oh, she is. We don't want to forget the weenies. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. They finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. She has a blog. From prison. Or jail. Sorry, weren't you scared? It's pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? I don't know. Anyway, do you want, this thing? Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies. Can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Don't get angry. It was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway... I hate weenies! Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright, best weenie. I don't even know. But... Do we argue weenie brands? She's right. Whatever the fuck I buy at the store and then throw them in the... and then yum. She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox was eaten with Maya. Oh. Well, How was it? We just ate it in front of her? That's kind of fucked up, isn't it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. I'm sad now. Best weenie to eat cold. I don't usually eat them cold. My go-to ween style. I'll eat a cold hot dog. I'll do that. I don't usually eat it like plain though. I'll be a fucking like savage and just like squirt some ketchup on that thing. And just look when it's 3 a.m. and you don't feel like fucking turning on anything in the microwave. And look, Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today? Beef, chicken, turkey, or pork? What are hot dogs made of? Are they usually, beef or pork? They're probably usually pork, I would imagine. Whatever emulsified meat paste they squeeze into those things. I like beef hot dogs, though. Those are good. Turkey is weird. I like turkey like sausage, but like only in flat disc form. It was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup. You're 3 hours from New York and you use ketchup on your hot dog. I'm no fucking elitist. I like ketchup, okay? Ketchup is a good condiment. I'll use mustard too. I do both. That it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup. So you really think it was the disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. The name is scrawled on the sports paper as well. I have screwdrivers in my fridge right now. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ah, my head. That's getting way too complicated for me. Let's show this to her. I know I used to be on the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. All I can help you out with at the moment is the menu at Tribulations. Come on, Maggie, don't let your spirits fall. Boiled, pan-fried, or split down the middle and seared Five Guys style? I'm not gonna lie, I don't ever do it, but I'm a pretty big fan of the split down the middle thing. I don't know why, I just like it. Why do you have screwdrivers in the fridge? In case I need to fix anything. Yeah. Anyway, how do I normally make hot dogs? Grill. Grill is my go-to. Normally, I prefer grilled. But if I can't grill it, I don't pan-fry dogs. Dogs are like a lazy food, you know? I feel like if I'm not grilling them and going all out, they're going in the goddamn microwave or in a pot of water. I'm not putting in that much effort. Hey, come on, Maggie, don't let your spirits fall. Air fried? You know, I've never air fried a hot dog before. I could do that. I haven't made hot dogs for myself in like a while. I usually just buy them for like at the gas station. The 2-for-$1 deal, dude. The 2-for-$1 deal. It's $1 for 2 hot dogs. That's 50 cents a dog. You said you passed out when the victim Glenn L. collapsed, right? Yes. It's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations. No idea at all. 2 ringworms for $1. Why? It's important. Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? So I just big consumption of water right now. All I get from gas stations are the double cheeseburgers or bread. I don't know. Sheetz has like fucking expanded into like everywhere in this goddamn state. You can't like go more than 3 miles without finding one. So I kind of fuck with them a lot. Also, my internet is dying. I can finally play this. Finally, I haven't played that sound effect in forever, except at the beginning of the stream. Also this one. Old Seedy wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No Buc-ee's. We don't have Buc-ee's here. No, we don't have Buc-ee's. We don't have Wawa. We don't have shit. All we have is Sheetz. And I like Sheetz, but I want a Wawa in my goddamn state. I'll drive an hour to get to it. I don't care. I'll drive to a fucking another hour to get to Wawa. I don't give a shit. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? Fucking miss my mint matcha lattes. When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved at all this time. In all this at all. I've been streaming for 6 hours. I'm sorry. I'm dying. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? No. Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about Old Seedy. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been in a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or this testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and make you see what you make of it. I'm a... Only Sheets, White Castle, and Boba Tea. Boba Tea's... Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Hey, I haven't had boba in like a year. I miss it. Actually, yes. You'd do better crossing the lake to a Tim Hortons. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. There's a discrepancy here, but I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. What did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that really recently? I did it again. That's not what I meant to do. I know I used to be on the police force. Nope, we don't get anything out of her. Alright. Alright, nothing there. Dun 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 dun. What in the fuck is this shit? What are they wearing? Oh no. Wow, this place is so high-tech. Is that what you call it? It's fucking Like, you can almost smell the electricity in the air. It's a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Are you sure that's not someone unshowered? Who are you? What the fuck? Oh, never mind, I take it back. Hello! I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. It's fucking Cortana is here. She has cube earring. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Are you a person or a robot? I can't tell. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. Did you really just say educational? My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Okay, she's a person, alright. She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Oh, shut the fuck up. And that thing over her eye. Isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg's? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then, do you write programs too? No. I just enjoy wearing this. That's fair. Look at the fucking outfit. I mean, they are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Alright, so you look like, How do I download more RAM? You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because... The way she, like, slides is weird. The waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens, Inc. Why do I get a suit that has, like, flashy lights? And doesn't look like it's from AliExpress. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you already cleared it out? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. I'm sorry, does he have a fucking drawer full of money? So what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry. Hers already looks like it's from AliExpress, but it's so shiny! And then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs, not very advanced. CDs? I guess it was the early 2000s. Mid-2000s? What year did this come out? 2005? 6? A compact disc. Digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It's a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one thing of them what... Let's ask one of them what they are doing. I'm losing it. Uh-huh. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time-slicing on logistical access to shared global variables obviously influences response times and performance, and the co-independence on global variables and memory overheads is vitally important to the success of our execution. Well, you get the idea. That's the sort of thing we are involved in. I love word salad. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. Pawning off shitty products and barely working netcode functions for premium prices. You gotta make the dosh somehow. Anyway, do you know anything about cyanide? Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted, desktop access password protected. The fuck are you talking about, lady? Super admin restricted desktop access password protected. What? What the fuck are you saying, lady? No, Maya. What year did this fucking game come out? She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. A code word? Huh. Sesame. Are we sure she's human? If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password for it if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elg. What do you say? Before we do that, I'm gonna... Why does he have, like, Oh, that's not money. What is this? 2004? Man. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win at a given race. They're horse racing tickets. The 3 numbers on the back of the card, Maya. Wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. 500 horse racing tickets. This many tickets would get you, what, a buck down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm taking them as evidence, Maya. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry, then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says meet with the tiger. Tiger? That seems important. It's a dumb-looking calendar, but... He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow. I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? Guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Is this a stream record? Yeah, this is pre-recorded. He's really pounding... This is the same dialogue. Hey, look, Nick. It's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. Oh, record. You mean like, no, is this a record? No. My record for streaming is 15 hours. 14 and a half hours. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. So you're saying we're finishing the game. I'm gonna go to sleep here in a minute. Whenever we get this finished, and those pillars look like they're moving, kind of unsettling. Streamer, how toned are the muscles in your hands? Linux user programmer. My hands are fucked up, chat. They look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. I'm going to leave now. After I do this. About Mr. Elg. everything in Chrome. He was a top programmer. He would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Can we talk about that fucking SpongeBob episode where, like, Squidward gets frozen in a freezer for 2,000 years? Like, nobody fucking does anything about it. They just leave him in there. But he did suffer. I already read that. Oh? Like what? Chrome? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. Imagine her calling you a loser. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? Miss fucking Windows 7 Aero suit. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all, a model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Now, you just said something about him being in trouble. We're gonna find out what this trouble was exactly. Chat, in that episode, that SB-129 episode, when Squidward gets out of the freezer, the SpongeBob robot comes up to him and he's like, "Welcome to the future." That means they intentionally left him in there. He was intentionally left in that freezer for 2,000 fucking years. About Mr. Elg. That's fucked up. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry. Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Oh, for fuck's... How many? 3? Okay, fuck, God. 3 psych locks. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. It's been a minute since I saved, why not? It's been an hour since I saved. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal in troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. To be fair, he was frozen looking out of the freezer door window. It's kind of obvious no one wanted to unfreeze him. They just fucking left him there. One less person Mr. Krabs needs to pay. It's fucked up because I think SpongeBob pays Krabs to work there. You know, I think you're right. It's really fucked up. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad. Don't you think? Why are you sweating? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble. Perhaps. No? You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he, for $500,000? Yeah, but... It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end. Gambling is fun, though. I love going broke, too, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Do I just, like, go... Yeah, okay. Frio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Loaner. Tender Lender? I said Tender Loaner. I need to go to bed. People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Frio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. Do I, though? I'm tired and I can't think straight. That's, Jean's. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's not this, is it? I don't think so. Job listings. Prime photo, coffee cup, victim ticket, apron. Like, do I show the newspaper, or... Oh, shit, I'm so... I'm so tired! I'm so stupid! No, it's exhaustion. It really is. Also, I'm a dumbass. For Rio Tigre, we literally just saw where it said, meet with the tiger on the fucking calendar. AKA the tiger is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Man, it's only like 4:30 your time. It's only 4:30 a.m. my time. What, really? I didn't know. Wow, really? I didn't mean to skip that. And this is who Mr. Elg met on with the day he met him on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. Why are you concerned about this, lady? It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000. Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Oh, Phoenix. If only you knew. Perhaps you people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? Was it this? No? 7 terabytes of no, that's not... This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's no way I can assess the information. What program? I'm so close to cracking her. What program in question? I don't think a program has been brought up. Am I missing something? Please tell me I'm not missing info. That would suck. Only 7 terabytes of pornography.
What kind of pornographic content do you watch?
Yeah, I keep thinking that this soundbite is not going to be relevant, and it's constantly relevant. The program in question. When were we talking about a computer program? It's not even saying the program would be related to. It's saying the program, was it by any chance this? As if I should have it. Maybe I don't have it. You are missing something? Oh, okay. Shit. I don't even have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues. Alright. Is it something in here? Well, that sucks. I got all the way to the end, too. Who would I... Who the fuck would know anything about... Gumshoe isn't even here anymore. Hold on. Let me, Age, huh? Absolutely not a robot. You're not going to be helpful at all. What does MC Bomber say? I tried to show her MC Bomber, but it didn't... A sample disc with the name written in marker. Yeah, the disc wasn't it. So I wouldn't think that this would be useful. 100,000 for MC Bomber. I still don't know what this is referring to. Like, why it's like... I don't know what MC Bomber is. What about you? Wait, what, do you know, her? Nope. My Gumshoe's gone, too. I show her the disc and I get nothing. Oh, wait. Okay, we got something new. The main server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet, too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. He's fucking torrenting on the work computer. I mean, it's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. What? Wow, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. Shit, I'm kind of tired. I've been live for 6.5 hours. And I think there's still, like, a little bit more to go. Because I gotta go through her Cyclox, and then... What's-her-face's Cyclox? Violetta. And then Windows Era Lady. I think I'm gonna stop here. I was kind of hoping to get to the end, but I'm tired. It's 4:34 in the morning. I gotta stop. Yeah. I know on the recording it says only like 3 hours, but that's because I streamed another game before this. These last few are kind of long. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's bed. It's time to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'll get back to Phoenix Wright soon. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't even expecting to get back to it tonight. I was kind of wondering if I was gonna get to the the fucking 1000X game or whatever it's called. 1000X Resist. But I think that one actually has quite a bit left in it too. Because I looked up how long the last chapter was, and then somebody says that there's actually like 12 chapters instead of 5. They might be wrong, so I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore, but I'm gonna go to sleep so I can figure it out, and I can dream of that. So thanks for stopping by. Got to rest up for 7 hours of Xenoblade tomorrow. I mean, today. We're not doing another 7-hour stream tonight. Maybe a normal one. Maybe not one at all. I don't know yet. I gotta go do stuff for Father's Day. So if I get home early enough, then it's maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks. I'll see you later. I gotta I don't know. I don't know what to leave you off with. I just have this picture of that. So I'm, yeah, all right. See ya. Bye.